But now, I don't know if you read this, we finally know now why there are so many pedophile priests in the Catholic Church. It was a big interview with the chief exorcist in the Vatican. Just the fact that they have one is funny to me. And they asked him, so what do you do for how is it really done? Oh, it's like the movie. That's what he said. He said it's a bit exaggerated, but it's like the movie. And I find that I never looked at that like a documentary. It's really nice to know that there is a man you can call if your head starts spinning and green slide. He will come to the crucifix and fix you. It's good. But he said, true story. He said, I think it's a pretty ballsy statement from a priest. He said the reason there are so many pedophile priests is that Satan is now in the Vatican. Ballsy fucking statement from a priest. And also it makes you wonder, if Satan is the reason there's so many pedophile priests, shouldn't there be more heavy metal pedophiles? Because, that's what they told me when I was a kid. That's where Satan was strong. I got one of my gigs cancelled before I got here because of this new blasphemy law you have. It's true. They cancelled it because they didn't want to pay the fines. It's a 25,000 euro fine if you blaspheme. I'm going to read you the actual text of the law because I got curious. I was like, wow, really? Blasphemy, what's that? And this is what it is. You cannot, in Ireland, since, January 1st or something, utter matters that is grossly abusive or insulting in relation to matters held sacred by any religion, thereby causing outrage among a substantial number of adherents of that religion. First of all, any religion. I see possibilities. I think we should all form one. Any religion? What the fuck does that mean? In Sweden there are people believing in Norse mythology. Does that mean I can't talk about human sacrifice in a bad way? It's like, I'm offended by that. Fucking stupid religious people trying to force laws down our throat and making us not, They're just scared, religious people, that they're losing ground to thinking people. So, just stating that God doesn't exist should probably be blasphemy in 3 different religions. So I guess that's a 75,000 fine. You should be outraged, even if you're religious. You should be, because we need freedom of speech. And freedom of speech isn't easy. It's fucking hard, you need to fight for it. People are fighting for it, but usually only when it comes to drawing cartoons of Muhammad. Yeah, well, they've got to take a joke. Yeah, but so do you, and me. So what's offensive to you? Well, that's another story. I have no fucking idea, but I'm sure there's something. I found out what is sensitive to Swedes, what you can't do in Sweden. I've been trying now for 12 years, and I finally found out, because there is an artist in Sweden who did that. He drew a cartoon of Muhammad as a dog. I don't know if you heard that story. Some crazy American housewife was going to kill him. Jihad Jane was her stage. Very interesting story. She got busted here in Dublin a couple of months ago, I think, and big story in Sweden, and everybody has been, it's about freedom of speech. You got to support freedom of speech, yeah, but how come it's only supported when people do things that we agree to? That's not defending freedom of speech. If you want to defend freedom of speech, defend priests' right to say that homosexuality is unnatural. Defend that. Defend Nazis' right to say that the Holocaust never happened. People go all crazy at you when you say that. Oh, do you really? Do you believe that? Are you behind? No. I just think they should be allowed to express their stupidity in public if they want to. And that particular argument can't be hard to win either. Oh, really? The Holocaust never happened? All right, but what about the 6 million Jews that are missing? Where did you put them? No. They are retarded, but that's where we need to defend freedom of speech if we believe in it, but we don't. And anyway, that artist who drew Muhammad as a dog, he was in a TV show in Sweden, and I was on the same one. And I said, well, basically what I'm saying now, as I told him, you're an idiot. And if you wanna provoke people, fucking provoke them. Don't throw a dog Muhammad that nobody gives a shit about in secularized Sweden. That's nothing. Provoke Swedes. That's more fun. I would like you. I don't know if you know crappy child book writer who's like a saint in Sweden. She wrote Pippi Longstockings and all those fucking, crappy bullshit books, turning my daughter into a thief, but that's another story. My daughter is 5, this is true, my daughter is 5, and she was like, just yesterday, she said, yeah, well, I'm saving up for a new computer game. I'm like, what do you mean you're saving up? You're 5, you don't even have an allowance. How can you possibly be saving up unless you're working on the side with something? I found some money in the kitchen. Yeah, well, that's my fucking money. And that's from Pippi Longstockings. You know, she has a big, you know, sack of money that her father took from some black people. And this is, you know, regarded as something we should all read to our kids. Anyway, the woman who wrote those books, she's the sweetest old lady, apart from the fact that she was racist, but, you know, you can't get everything. Oh, yeah, we're Swedish. We're behind our racist writers. If you're not racist, do you really call a character in your book a nigger king? Do you? She's racist. But still, sweet old lady. The sweetest you would ever know. She's dead now, but before she died, she was sweet. And she's a saint in Sweden. So I told this artist, if you want to provoke people, do an art installation with the Swedish national soccer team and have them dig up Astrid Lindgren's corpse and fuck it in the eye sockets. Would be provocative. And, you know, that's why I'm here now. Obviously, I finally found that button.